Hey, you're listening to another Town Square Spotlight. You're keeping company with Connor, and I'm really excited about this. First of all, September 15th through 21st is Aortic Dissection Awareness Week, and we have members with the John Ritter Foundation with us today. Joining us is Amy Yasbeck, John's wife and fellow actor, who created the foundation, and with her is Tonka Williams, acute and critical care nurse in Washington, D.C., health equity activist, and past board member of the American Association of Critical Care Nurses. Really excited to talk to you both. How are you, Amy and Tonka?
Good. Doing great. We love this opportunity to talk. You are doing the good thing. Trust me. The awareness piece is super impossible to do unless we have that microphone and that platform. So thank you so much. Absolutely. Thank you.
Oh, well, you guys are doing a lot of the legwork, getting all of this taken care of.
Connor, are you in Poughkeepsie? I heard a rumor.
I am in Poughkeepsie, yes.
Excellent. I used to visit my daughter in school there at Vassar.
Oh, really? There at Vassar? Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, no, Vassar, the campus is so lovely, and I go for a lot of events and concerts over there. So good. Actually, that's where my parents took their wedding photos.
You're kidding.
Did
love that.
Yeah, no, they actually did it right outside the chapel there at Vassar.
That's so cool.
Glad that you got to experience it well. And
I experienced it. I did. I loved it.
Amazing. All right, and before we get into the meat and bones, I just got to say, Amy, one of my favorite comedies of all time is Robin Hood Men in Tights, and it was the very first film that I watched with my girlfriend. So it's something very special with us. So just wanted to give you that shout out. It's been a big part of my life. So thank you.
My pleasure. I will send you the chastity belt, but that probably won't be for your girlfriend.
Oh my God. That'd be an awesome prop to have. But amazing.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That's fantastic. But yes, first of all, the John Ritter Foundation. John Ritter, an amazing, acclaimed actor, of course, known for Three's Company, known for 8 Simple Rules, and many more, and of course, tragically passed away. So, Amy, for those who may not know, can you explain what happened to John and why the John Ritter Foundation was established?
So, 8 Simple Rules, which you mentioned, the second season was starting up, and during a rehearsal, John had searing, stabbing chest pains and was taken across the street to the hospital where he was admitted into the emergency department, and he was having something called an aortic dissection, but he was immediately given treatment for a heart attack, and sadly they are completely opposite. An aortic dissection is a tear in the largest artery in your body that takes the blood from your heart to everywhere else. And the dissection just means that the layers, made up of 3 layers, and there's a tear, the blood, highly pressurized by your heart, starts to pump into the lining instead of going where it needs to go. And so it's a very critical emergency, and if you treat it for anything else or don't treat it at all, you are hastening that person's death. And so treating it for a heart attack, which is blood thinners and all that stuff, really kind of brought about this tragic ending. And so when I, afterwards, trying to look for information about it, there was no real dedicated website that had to do with awareness, research, all in one place. So I started the John Ritter Foundation for Aortic Health. Our website is johnritterfoundation.org. He likes to say the .org part. I do. And it has kind of changed the complexion of the whole situation. It gets to people are know about John, and sometimes that brings about awareness, but it doesn't do it across the board as much as we would like. It's not an even playing field. It's never been for the Black community with health equity. And so this year for Aortic Dissection Awareness Week, we are focusing on that. We have a dedicated page on our website because the disparity in outcomes and treatment is honestly shameful. And I met Tonka, and we share this passion, this mission, and so she knows a lot about it. Absolutely.
Yeah, Tonka, if you could go into that for us real quickly. Amy, as you just mentioned, it has increasing numbers when it comes to the Black community. Why it's affecting them more than others, I don't understand. This is all still new to me. But Tonka, can you explain a little bit more about aortic dissection and its impact on the Black community here in the U.S.?
Yes, absolutely. Just like Amy described, the aortic dissection is a medical emergency and can cause sudden death. But these deaths are preventable with early detection and management. Unfortunately, research has shown that Blacks or African Americans are suffering from aortic dissection almost a decade earlier and passing away at a younger age compared to other ethnic and racial groups. What we can say is that uncontrolled hypertension is a significant risk factor for aortic dissection.
And that's higher in the Black community.
It is. It disproportionately impacts the Black community,
Right.
to be honest with you.
Right. And that is a risk factor for aortic dissection.
It is. It is.
And you know what? I'll tell you, Connor, knowing your family medical history is a big deal because it is very highly genetic. It is, in our family, it is. John's brother could have died from it if he hadn't gotten, scanned for it because John died. He knew to.
Wow.
So that's a really important part, too. As I like to say, and I'm making up on the spot here, aortic dissection detection is aortic dissection protection. Is that?
Wow.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Is that going to fit on a T-shirt?
We can make it work.
That should be on a T-shirt. That's amazing. Yes, that is good.
Watch this. Watch this. I see our CEO's in the corner writing this down as we speak. Oh, no, that's our grocery list.
That's fantastic. So, obviously, besides printing those new shirts and being on the radio with hosts like myself, what exactly is the foundation doing this month to prep for the week and just in general to help bring awareness to this condition?
First of all, what you're doing is the thing, right? Like putting it on blast is the absolute thing. But so during Aortic Dissection Week, check in with us, which is September 15th. Check in with us, with the foundation, because we have a dedicated page about the disproportionate effect on the Black community, along with so many facts and figures, but also these beautiful webinars, and you can watch your way and learn your way to aortic health, honestly, for you and your family.
Amazing. And I know we're running a little over, and I don't want to hold you guys too much longer, but as you said, definitely get tested, get detected. What other things can people do to protect and prevent themselves from going down this path? How can they watch their health and be conscious of aortic dissection and other cardiovascular issues?
So number one, if you have uncontrolled hypertension, aka high blood pressure, get it under control. Number two, if you have a family medical history, make sure you speak up and advocate for yourself about this awareness of this condition of aortic dissection. Number three, if you or your loved one has had an aortic dissection or had a family member who died suddenly, unexpectedly, that was possibly related to cardiovascular, speak up and talk with your healthcare provider to see does imaging works for you to check to see do you have aortic dissection. Lastly, if you or your loved one has had aortic dissection, there is research. You can participate in research. A lot of the racial and ethnic groups are underrepresented in medical research across the board. So increasing our diversity in research is going to make a better outcome for all people from all backgrounds. So the biggest thing is advocate for yourself. And just like Amy said, we have a lot of information on the John Ritter Foundation.org.
Amazing. And of course, we'll have all the links and information in the description of this interview. So we'll have everything nice and wrapped up pretty so people don't have to go hunting too far for it. Amy, Tonka, I know you guys got to run. I am so blessed to be able to speak with you guys today. And you know what? Speaking with us today hopefully has saved at least one life in the Hudson Valley, if not more. So thank you guys very much for all that you're doing.
Absolutely.
And I hope to talk soon.
Okay. Connor, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Connor.
Absolutely.